YouTube, man, listen up, man. In this video, I'm gonna be expressing how mystery is your one of your greatest assets that you're ever gonna have when it comes to game, right? Keep your mystery high, and you'll realize how much attraction you really could bring to the surface, to the world, to these females. So I just want to talk to y'all a little bit about when you live in a city. I'm pretty sure every one of y'all live in some sort of a city. You're gonna have females from every town in that city that you're gonna run into when you're going outside talking to women. That means that you're gonna run into females that already know some of the females that you ran into. So let me give y'all a little game on that. All you have to do, family, is get so good at your approach and get so good at your routine of what you say. Right? We're gonna go with the word routine. We're just gonna go with the word routine right now. Family, listen, get so good at your routines that women are like, because it's gonna happen. Like a woman gonna be like, oh, didn't you say that to my friend, or didn't you say this to this person? I don't had that happen before, right? I don't had that happen before, right? And I played it off like, man, so what, man? I'm not gonna switch up nothing I'm saying for no female, right? So I stood on it. But for future preferences, right? Like I just met a female and soon as she followed me on IG, she said, oh, we know a couple of the same people. And I said, oh, who do we know that's the same? So I looked and I noticed there was a female that I already had approached the same way I approached her. So I knew that when I inbox her on Instagram, I'm gonna have to switch it up at that point. So you get so good at the way that you approach, get so good at your routine, because you got to get good at one first, one routine, one solid routine. It got to be solid, can't be weak. My first routine pulls in a lot of adults, right? Obviously enough to where females are like, I heard this before, to my friend. But you got to get good at your secondary routine. So like I said, instead of saying what I would say to the first girl all the time and to the other girls I ran into today, I'm gonna switch it up specifically for her because I know she know one of the women that I approached in the past. So let's say, for instance, the first girl be like, oh, I don't like him. He's an F boy, blah, 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 blah. You shouldn't mess with him. She could never say, like, oh, look, he said the same thing to you he said to me. You feel me? It's not going to cut it off like that because a female will literally stick up for you like, nah, he was cute and I like, the way he talked. He a smooth talker. But she will not do that or be able to stick up for you if she see that you said the same thing to her friend. But if you said something completely different and advanced, you might mess around and get both the her and the friend to start looking at you again and admiring you again because we could use the word frame or we could use the word narrative, right? You're controlling the frame, you're controlling the narrative. You're saying, I'm really am a bad boy. I really am a player. I really am hard to control. I really am advanced, right? Women like guys that are advanced. So if you get caught in a little lie, that's why women are able to play with a lot of guys because they're like, y'all guys don't know how to mix it up and say something new to different women. So they could run into each other because remember, women are always networking. Women are always networking, family. So you gotta have enough game to hold your own weight. And I love the way I just put that because it describes adulthood. It explains adulting and lifestyle design. In life, they always tell you when you grow up, you gotta learn how to hold your own weight. If you choose to be a dating coach or some form of attraction guy, you have to understand the dynamics of communication. You have to understand that if you just like say the same thing to everybody, everybody gonna end up seeing that. Like, yo, he don't. This guy is like whack. He says the same thing to everybody. Have at least 5 different ways at the end of the day, right? Start off with one, like I said, one solid one. Then mix that second one in. It got to be just as good as the first one, though. When you get on that second one, that's when you're gonna realize like, okay, I'm getting more women because you're advancing in the game, bro. Just like when you play chess, you can't do the same move every time because you're gonna play what advanced players. When you play advanced players, you're gonna be like, man, I need to come up with some more game. I have to learn from better people because I have to know how to be seen. And when it comes to attraction, you got to learn how to be seen as a catch, irrelentlessly, like day in, day out, week in, week out, month in, month out, year in, year out. You got to be seen as attractive. And it's about literally, it's like sales. It's like you're winning people over. Because, like I said, a female could be like, nah, he was a cornball. I didn't like the way he approached me. And she's like, well, look, he said this to me. She's like, oh, he didn't say that to me. He said something others. Killed her right there. Nah, girl, but he was cute, though. You don't think he was cute? Girl, he's a clown. What do you mean? I don't like him. So you shouldn't. I don't know. If you like him, you like him. That's where you